Good evening. Tonight I'm going to give Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale a try. Um, it's the 2015-16 edition. It says brewed at Yorkshire's oldest brewery. Blessing of your heart, you brew good ale. Apparently, a Shakespeare quote. Who am I to argue with that? Um, wow. Okay. And I thought it was interesting. I was reading the back. It says the full body resulting from fermentation in stone Yorkshire squares and the luxurious malt character will appeal to a broad range of drinkers is balanced against whole-dried Fugal and golden hops. Interesting. I have never heard of Fugal. Might be my new favorite word. Or Yorkshire squares. I feel like stone Yorkshire squares specifically. So I'm very curious about that. And not so curious that I looked it up before I opened the beer, but it needs a second to get rid of that head. So let's see. There's a clone out there apparently. This smells really good. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Samuel Smith. Okay. I'm hoping. Let's see here. Let's see what it has to say about Yorkshire squares. Stone Yorkshire squares. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have looked on their website. That probably wasn't the best way to go about that. Alright, Google, work some magic here. Yorkshire stone square system of fermentation is a thing here. Interesting. Samuel Smith's ales and stout, except for draught, sovereign, and extra stout, are fermented in stone Yorkshire squares. They're fermenting vessels made of, and it is on their website, ironically enough. Fermenting vessels made of solid slabs of slate, which gives the beer a fuller bodied taste using the same strain of yeast since 19th century. Very interesting. And for those of you who might be interested, all Samuel Smith's beers and ciders are suitable for a vegan diet, except for cask-conditioned old brewery bitter and bottled Yorkshire Stingo. But anyway, that's pretty interesting. I didn't know that was a thing, and it looks kind of ugly, but I guess it's legit. So there you have it. Okay, so we all learned something new today. So let's give this beer a try. It smells really great when I was sitting here lingering over it. Yeah, it's got this creaminess, some hoppiness, some yeastiness, a little bit of breadiness, I would even say. I think part of the mistake I made was that I'm eating a Vindaloo right now, and so now, because I was trying to stave off a cold if I were getting one. So, okay. Forgot what I was doing. Appearance. So it's a little hazy, but this beautiful, rich, golden, or copper amber color, and it's lovely. Has almost a fruitiness to it as well. Okay, that's what I was smelling the first time. Anyway, flavor. Mm. This is a well-balanced beer. Wow. And I imagine that it really is truly appealing to a broad range of drinkers. Um, very well done. But Samuel Smiths, I mean, they know what they're doing. Um, uh, wow. Okay, so it has just slightly reminiscent of that kind of Bach style flavor. That always reminds me of Manschewitz grape juice or whatever it is from the JCC. Um, but it has this great maltiness, deep maltiness, like, and a kind of a yeasty breadiness at the same time. And it has like this nice, clean hop finish that's very enjoyable. This is a really great beer, and I think indicative of the style. Mm. Unfortunately, I didn't drink it correctly because apparently it has nuances and complexities that should be contemplated before an open fire, and I don't have a fire in my fireplace right now, but I guess I can make up for that another time because I found this at Trader Joe's, which makes it very accessible, and 6% alcohol by volume. And this bottle is actually 1 pint, 2.7 ounces. So I guess 550 milliliters would be a much more round way to word that. Um, but this brewery has been around forever and ever and ever. Um, and It doesn't say on here when they started. It's been around a long time. Established when, I'm sure. Established 1758. And it even has it embossed on the bottle. So, master brewers. Anyway, great beer. And not at all what I was expecting. Is I always think that people are going to make these spicy, you know, a winter version of a pumpkin spice beer. And as much as I like those spice flavors, I feel like sometimes what I really want is just a nice, full-bodied, higher alcohol content beer that's really malty, like really balanced, I suppose. And I guess I always like that. However, in the winter months, it's very drinkable. Like you can have a couple and it doesn't feel super heavy. Whereas I have to admit, sometimes I just want a Corona and lime, and have a nice light cold beer with low alcohol content, because the sun is blazing down on me and I would melt otherwise. But anyway, so it's not spicy, it's not flavored, it's not gimmicky, it's just a really good, full-bodied, very well balanced beer, which always wins points in my book. So very well done. Although the world over knows Samuel Smith's is a great brewery, and I always try to drink things that come from that I've never had a chance to see before. So if this is something that you have had, please share with me your thoughts about it and where you were able to find it. I'm relatively certain it's also available at Bevmo locally, but definitely at Trader Joe's. I definitely recommend that this is something that you try. And if you want a good, agreeable beer to bring to somebody to a party or as a gift to a party, I definitely recommend this. It's seasonal and it really is broadly appealing to people. I think most people will enjoy a beer like this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and have a good night.